Intelligence in Bioscience. The paper presentation will be held in Lecture Hall 3, Track 3, Track 4, Track 5. The topic AI-driven material science, classical methodologies, cross-cutting technologies. So Track 3, Track 4, Track 5. The papers will be presented in Lecture Hall number 4. The hall is situated in the first floor of this building. And Track 6, the Track 6 is exclusively for the faculties of Physiotherapy, Pharmacy and Allied Health Sciences. So the paper presentation will be in Lecture Hall number 7. This is Day 1 program. So Track 1, Track 3, Track 4, Track 5, Track 6 and Track 7. Those paper presentations will be held today in the lecture halls. The remaining tracks will be presented tomorrow.
இறங்கட்டுமே, சரிதம் எழுதட்டுமே, மலைகள் ஒதுங்கட்டுமே, உலகம் உணரட்டுமே, அரங்கம் அதிரட்டுமே, சில்லு பறக்கட்டுமே, கரங்கள் வசலட்டுமே, புகழ் துவக்கமே.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Knowledge grows when it is shared. Innovation flourishes when minds collaborate. And the future is shaped when research meets technology. With immense pleasure and great pride, we extend a warm and cordial welcome to all the distinguished dignitaries, keynote speakers, academicians, researchers, industry experts, delegates, students, and invited guests gathered here for the three-day international conference Elevate 2026 on Synergizing Artificial Intelligence and Classical Research in Biosciences, Engineering, and Material Science. This prestigious conference is organized by the Central Research Facility, Dr. MGR Educational and Research Institute, RNA Campus, in collaboration with INTI International University, Malaysia. We sincerely thank each one of you for your gracious presence. Every successful endeavor begins by seeking the blessings of the Almighty. Let us commence this auspicious occasion with a Tamil Thai. May I request everyone to kindly raise up.
நீராறும் கடலுடுத்த நிலமடந்த கெழிலொழுகும் சீராறும் வதனமென திகழ்பரத கண்டமிதில் தெக்கணமும் அது சிறந்த திராவிடனல் திருநாடும் தக்க சிறு பிறை நுதலும் தரித்தனரும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனகே தமிழனகே உன் சீரிலமை திறம் வியந்து செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே.
Dear participants, kindly be seated. Now, to formally welcome our distinguished gathering, I invite Dr. B. Stalin Sir, Dean, to deliver the introductory speech. Sir, இதுக்கு அப்புறம் தான்.
First of all, I would like to submit my sincere gratitude to our Honorable Chancellor, respected President, respected Managing Trustee Madam, and respected Director Madam, and respected Secretaries for providing me this opportunity to welcome the dignitaries for this 3D International Conference Elevate 2026 organized by the Central Research Facility of Dr. MGR Educational and Research Institute of Campus, RNU. And also I would like to congratulate all the organizers who have taken a much effort, especially our Chief Coordinator, Madam Dr. Sheba Persis, for her enduring things for this conference. And also I congratulate all the organizers and the participants for taking much effort in this conference to make this conference as a success. So coming to the point, the most respected Chancellor, the most respected Managing Trustee Madam, the Honorable President, Honorable Director Madam, respected Secretary, and distinguished international and national keynote speakers, esteemed conference chair and convener, respected faculty members, eminent researchers and research scholars, dear students, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, a very pleasant morning to one and all. It's given me immense pleasure and great privilege to extend my warm greetings and heartiest welcome to everyone gathered here for the 3-day International Conference Elevate 2026 organized by our Central Research Facility of Dr. MGR Educational and Research Institute of Campus, RNU, in collaboration with INTI International University, Malaysia. Your gracious presence has added immense value and prestige to this international academic event. The theme of this conference, Synergizing Artificial Intelligence and Classical Research in Biosciences engineering, and material science is highly relevant in today's rapidly evolving world. Artificial intelligence has become a transformative force across every discipline. However, its true strength lies in complementing the principles of classical research to create innovative, sustainable, and practical solutions for the benefit of the society. This conference serves as an ideal platform to exchange ideas, foster interdisciplinary collaboration, and inspire future scientific advancements. We are deeply honored to host distinguished keynote speakers from Saudi Arabia, Malaysia, Sweden, and India, whose remarkable achievements in research and academia have earned them international recognition. Their expertise in diverse fields will undoubtedly enrich our understanding, inspire innovative thinking, and encourage meaningful collaborations among researchers, academicians, and students. Research today is no longer confined within the disciplinary boundaries. Collaboration among scientists, engineers, healthcare professionals, educators, and technology experts has become essential for addressing global challenges. Conference like Innovate 2026 provide an ideal platform for enhancing ideas, fostering partnership, and translating research into practical solutions. I encourage every participant to make the most of this conference by actively engaging in the technical sessions, interacting with eminent experts, sharing research findings, and building professional networks. Let these 3 days be filled with intellectual discussions, knowledge sharing, innovation, and lifelong academic collaborations that contribute to scientific progress and societal development. I take this opportunity to express my sincere gratitude to our visionary leadership, respected Chancellor, respected Managing Trustee Madam, respected President, and respected Director Madam, and Honorable Secretary Sir, for their unwavering commitment to promoting excellence in higher education, research, and innovation. I also extend my heartiest appreciation to the conference chair, convener, organizing committee, faculty members, staff, and student volunteers whose dedicated efforts have made this international conference a grand reality. As we inaugurate Innovate 2026, let us reaffirm our commitment to research excellence, innovation, and global academic collaboration. May this conference generate new knowledge, inspire groundbreaking ideas, strengthen international partnerships, and contribute meaningfully to the advancement of science and humanities. I wish the conference every success and all the participants a highly rewarding and memorable experience. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your warm words of welcome. Light symbolizes wisdom, hope, and enlightenment. It is now time for the traditional lighting of the ceremonial lamp, signifying the triumph of knowledge over ignorance. May I respectfully invite our esteemed dignitaries for the lamp lighting ceremony. Thank you, respected dignitaries. Once again, thank you, respected dignitaries. Every institution has a vision that inspires generations. To present an overview of our esteemed university, I invite Dr. Shiva Persis, Conference Chair, Professor and Joint Registrar, to deliver about the university. A very good morning to one and all present here. Great things are done by a series of small things brought together, as quoted by Vincent Van. I am deeply honored to present before you the rich legacy, the pioneering journey, and the global achievements of Dr. MGR Educational and Research Institute. Since 1985, Dr. MGR Educational and Research Institute has stood as a pioneer in higher education, tracing its roots back to its humble beginnings as a polytechnic college. Guided by the vision of our founder Chancellor Dr. A.C. Shanmugam, a true son of the soil, the institution rapidly expanded into an engineering college in 1988 and established its dental college in 1991. The ultimate visionary goal was to unite all academic disciplines under one umbrella, culminating in the official birth of the university in 2003 with core streams in engineering, medical, dental, and humanities and science. Fast forward to 2026, the university has solidified its status as one of the top 52 higher education institutions across India. Today, it boasts a massive academic portfolio of more than 150 programs, comprehensively offering 85 UG programs, 77 PG programs, and robust PhD tracks available in both full-time and part-time modes across all disciplines. At the heart of our academic excellence lies a powerhouse of discovery, our dedicated research wing driven by 5 elite nodal centers. These include the Advanced Research Institute, the Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Center for Innovation and Entrepreneurship, the Virginia Tech India Campus, and the ACS Space Technology Center, along with Advanced Medical Research Institute AMRI. Reflecting our deep commitment to national growth, our researchers work hand in hand with India's premier government agencies. We are proud to maintain active collaborations with DRDO, ISRO, the COIA board under the Ministry of MSME, DST, and the Ministry of Rural Development, alongside strategic partnerships with the Indian Navy, the Indian Army, and the Indian Air Force. But true greatness lies in sharing that strength. We refuse to keep this world-class ecosystem confined within city borders. Therefore, the visionary standard established at our main campus acts as a direct blueprint for our R&D off-campus in the Tiruvannamalai district. Fully approved by the Ministry of Education, Government of India, and aligned with AICTE norms, this premium campus brings the exact same academic excellence, elite faculties, and global university standards straight to regional communities. Spanning a massive 250,000 square feet of state-of-the-art built-up infrastructure, RME features high-tech smart classrooms and premier laboratories that mirror our main campus assets. Most notably, the recent inauguration of a dedicated central research facility at the RME off-campus serves as a cornerstone for advanced engineering, healthcare, arts, and science development. This specialized lab provides a powerful platform for innovation and interdisciplinary projects, encouraging local scholars to indulge in impactful research focused on global sustainability. We are extremely proud to highlight the landmark exclusive MOU signed between our RME off-campus and INTI International University, Malaysia. Through this international pipeline, we are actively launching student mobility tracks, visiting scholar programs, and joint global publications that elevate our institutional benchmark to a global standard. Together, our main campus and RME off-campus function as one unified force, seamlessly connecting urban innovation with regional empowerment and ensuring that every single student under the MGR ERI banner receives an identical world-class education. Yet, an MGR ERI education is never limited to textbooks and screens.
We believe in nurturing the whole individual. Our campus vibrates with energy through an array of dynamic student clubs and extracurricular chapters ranging from technical, coding and robotics societies to cultural, literary, sports and green clubs. These platforms give our students the canvas to lead, create and grow into empathetic, well-rounded global citizens. Distinguished guests, colleagues and students, true institutional impact is measured by how much we give back to the society. Here at MGR ERI, our academic foundation is a resilient framework. This is underscored by a prestigious QS iGauge Diamond rating and a powerful climb to number 429 in Southern Asia in the QS World University Rankings. Yet, our greatest pride lies in how we apply that knowledge. By fusing diverse academic fields together, we have been placed in the 600 to 800 band of the interdisciplinary science rankings. Through this cross-field innovation and our outstanding performance in the Times Higher Education Sustainability Impact Rankings, specifically in advancing good health and well-being, SDG 3, we have proven that our research isn't just confined to classrooms. It lives in our communities, creating immortal sustainable change. As we stand on the threshold of this prestigious international conference, Elevate 2026, Dr. MGR Educational and Research Institute, RME off-campus, remains deeply committed to fostering global academic dialogue, driving disruptive innovation, and engineering a sustainable future. Once again, I extend a warm, formal welcome to all our global delegates, eminent researchers, and honored guests. May the deliberations over the next few days be intellectually stimulating and highly collaborative. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, ma'am. Every successful conference begins with a clear purpose. To present the objectives, significance, and highlights of Elevate 2026, I invite Dr. R. Sumati ma'am, Deputy Dean, Research and Innovation Practices, to address the gathering.
Honorable Chairman Sir, President Sir, and our Dean, Head of the Institutions, JSS, Deputy Dean, Principals, and eminent keynote speakers from across the globe, learned members of the faculty, and my dear young innovators and researchers, a very warm and intellectually vibrant morning to you all. It is an absolute honor and a privilege to welcome you to the inaugural edition of Elevate 2026, Synergizing Artificial Intelligence and Classical Research in Biosciences, Engineering and Material Science, a landmark international academic and multidisciplinary research conference proudly hosted right here at the Dr. MGR Educational and Research Institute, Army off-campus. Today we stand at a historic crossroads where the rich heritage of traditional scientific methodologies meets the unstoppable frontier of cutting-edge artificial intelligence. This conference is designed as the ultimate bridge between those two worlds, serving as a premier global platform for researchers, academicians, and young innovators to collaborate, disrupt, and redefine the future. The seed of today's grand gathering were sown just last year in 2025 with the establishment of our campus Central Research Facility, CRF. The CRF was founded with a transformative vision to provide contemporary knowledge delivery of global standards, to excel in knowledge creation within emerging technologies, and to cultivate a mutually rewarding university social interaction that empowers our local rural areas. To translate this profound vision into reality, the CRF operates on 4 pillars of technical development: technological advancement, incubation and entrepreneurship, sustainable infrastructure, global networking. Aligning perfectly with this mission of global networking, we are profoundly glad to have collaborated with a galaxy of prestigious international and national universities for this event. A special highly valued mention must be made of INTI, International University, Malaysia, our anchor international partner for this inaugural conference. This bilateral synergy bridges South Indian and Southeast Asian research ecosystems, establishing an elite standard for cross-border knowledge transfer. Alongside INTI, We are proud to share this collaborative stage with a network of esteemed institutions including Lund University, Sweden, Nottingham University, Malaysia, King Saud University, Saudi Arabia. Driven by this collaborative academic strength, the response to our very first inaugural attempt has been nothing short of spectacular. We are thrilled to officially announce that Elevate 26 has crossed nearly 1,000 total registrations. This includes more than 700 active presenters and 300 engaged participants, bringing forward an incredible 408 research abstracts for rigorous scientific deliberation over the coming days. Over the course of this event, our technical and academic sessions will challenge existing paradigm along 9 virtual disciplinary. Track 1, AI and Computational Intelligence in Biosciences. Track 2, Next Generation Engineering and Smart Automation. Track 3, AI-driven Material Science and Nanotechnology. Track 4, Classical Methodologies and Experimental Validation. Track 5, Cross-Cutting Technologies, Ethics and Policy. Track 6, AI in Clinical Medicine and Healthcare Systems. Track 7, Allied Health Sciences and Rehabilitation Technologies. Track 8, Tech Management, Entrepreneurship and Innovation Economics. Track 9, Interdisciplinary and Emerging Science. At this monumental juncture, we are profoundly proud to announce that our visionary management has fortified our research mandate with a substantial institutional seed grant of 30 lakhs. This strategic financial commitment serves as the foundational catalyst for our central research facility, directly empowering our faculty and young innovators. I wish the conference grand success. Thank you one and all.
Thank you, ma'am. Our gathering becomes truly memorable with the presence of distinguished personalities who inspired excellence. It is now time to introduce our esteemed dignitaries and honor them with a floral welcome. Our beloved Chancellor, Sir, Dr. A.C. Shanmugam, Sir, Respected Managing Trustee, Srimati S. Lalita Lakshmi, Ma'am, Honorable President, Sir, A.C.S. Arun Kumar, Sir, and distinguished keynote speakers and special guests. The floral welcome.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Moving forward to the inaugural address, our first keynote speaker is an eminent academician from the University of Malaya, Malaysia. To introduce our chief guest, may I invite Dr. R. Manigandan to deliver the chief guest introduction.
The most respected Chancellor, Sir, President, Sir, the distinguished keynote speakers, dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, It gives me an immense pleasure to introduce today's one of the keynote speakers. I'm really happy to introduce Dr. Muhammad Hamdi bin Ali. He is affiliated with Department of Physics, Faculty of Science, University of Malaya, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. He holds a doctoral degree in Advanced Material from University of Malaya and a bachelor's degree in Physics, Computer Electronics, also from University of Malaya. He currently serves as head of the Department of Physics, a position he holds from March 2025 to September 2028. His research profile reflects a strong academic position he holds from March 2025 to September 2028. With an H index of 24, a total of 55 journal publications, and a cumulative citation count of 1,890. He has authored 2 books and contributed to 2 proceedings. He also secured substantial research funding with grants totaling more than 2,29,251 Malaysian ringgits. While specific details on research grant history indicate a well-established career in physics and material science, his work appears centered on advanced materials, contributing meaningfully to the fields of academic and applied research landscape. His long tenure and appointment as head of the department further undergo his leadership role with the university's scientific community. It is such a great pleasure in having you for our international conference as one of the keynote speaker for the first day, sir. We are very proud that, and we came to know that the multi-personality, the multi-versatile personality. As I have read this introduction, we can understand that our today's keynote speaker is having a very good experience in research, teaching, and also admin. It is really admirable, sir. We are very proud to welcome you, sir. Once again, I welcome you formally and thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Now it is our privilege to invite Dr. Muhammad Hamdi bin Ali, Associate Professor, Department of Physics, Faculty of Science, University of Malaya, Malaysia, to deliver the inaugural address. Sir, the stage is yours.
Sorry.
Morning. Good morning, everyone. Respected chief patrons, conference chair, Dr. Shiba Persis, Dr. Sumati, Deputy Deans, Dr. B. Stalins, researchers and students. So it is a truly great honor and privilege to be invited to this conference. I would like to express my sincere gratitude to the organizing committee and the university for the kind invitation and warm hospitality. Scientific progress has always been driven by curiosity, collaboration, and the willingness to share knowledge across disciplines and borders. Conferences such as this provide an invaluable platform where researchers, academicians, industry experts, and also students come together to exchange ideas, discuss emerging technologies, and build meaningful collaborations. Today, we are witnessing remarkable advances in science and engineering, particularly in areas such as nanotechnology, advanced material, artificial intelligence, biotechnology, renewable energy, and sustainable development. And these fields are increasingly interconnected and solving today's global challenges require interdisciplinary research and strong international partnerships. So as researchers, our responsibility extends beyond publishing scientific papers. We must strive to develop innovative solutions that improve lives, protect our environment, and contribute to sustainable economic and social development. Equally important is nurturing the next generation of scientists by inspiring our students to think critically, embrace innovation, and pursue excellence with integrity. I encourage all participants to make full use of this conference, not only to present your research, but also to engage in discussion, exchange perspectives, collaboration, and learn from one another. Many successful research projects and lifelong professional relations begin with conversations during conferences like this. I congratulate the organizers for their tremendous efforts in bringing together distinguished speakers and participants from different institutions and countries. Organizing an international conference is never an easy task, and your dedication is sincerely appreciated. I wish everyone a successful, productive, and enjoyable conference. May the knowledge shared over the next few days inspire new discoveries, strengthen international cooperation, and contribute meaningful to scientific advancement. Thanks you once again for this honor. I look forward to the stimulating discussion and interaction at the conference. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring address. Our next distinguished speaker is an internationally renowned researcher in data science and artificial intelligence. To introduce our chief guest, may I invite Dr. Abhirami, Head of the Department, Engineering and Technology, to deliver the chief guest introduction.
Good morning, everyone. On behalf of Dr. Engineer Educational and Research Institute of Campus RE, it's my great pleasure to extend a warm and heartfelt welcome to our distinguished guest speaker, Dr. Malati Bhatmali. We are truly honored by your presence today and sincerely appreciate for your accepting our invitation to share your valuable knowledge and experience with us, ma'am. Professor Dr. Malati Bhatmali, UT International University, she earned her master degree in engineering from the University of Malaya, Malaysia, and subsequently pursued her PhD in photonics engineering at the same institution. Her research focused on laser, fiber optics, and fiber sensor. Previously, she invented fiber optics into a sensor capture of detecting changes in relative humidity in chemical solution. She collaborates with both local and international research to delve deeper into the behavior and characteristics of fiber optic sensor and plasmonic sensor, resulting in numerous high-quality publications in relevant journals. So, additionally, she actively reserved as a reviewer for several journals and hold a community position in the Optical Society of Malaysia, where she contributed to activities involving young researchers. Further, she is also registered as a professional engineer with the Board of Engineering Malaysia and the Chartered Engineer with the Institution of Engineering and Technology. Presently associated with the prestigious private university in Malaysia, renowned for its experience in communication, networking, and cloud computing. She holds a pivotal leadership position as the director of the research committee and the chief internal academic excellence. She is actively contribute as the managing editor for Journal of Innovation and Technology. Her further aspiration to encourage with emerging talents and prospective research candidates, thereby enhancing the academic landscape. Once again, we warmly welcome you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Now, may I invite Dr. Malati Bhatmali, Professor and Director, Center of Data Science and Sustainable Technologies, INTI International University, Malaysia, to deliver the inaugural address. Welcome. Good morning. All right. Innovate 2026 is happening today. It's a reality, okay? All right, so on behalf of the organizing committee, I would like to thank the chief patrons, founder, chancellor, president, managing trustee, patrons, our vice chancellor, pro-vice chancellor, registrar, conference chair, Dr. Shiba, and Dr. K. Balasubramanian, convener, Dr. Sumati, the professor and deputy dean, Dr. A. Selvi, the assistant professor, leadership panel, our dean, Dr. B. Stalin, joint registrars, principal, and dean of off-campus. I also wish to thank the keynote speakers and our honorable guests today. Right. A very good morning to everyone. It's truly a great honor and privilege to be here today at Elevate 2026. I'm representing Inter International University to deliver a talk today, and later you'll be joining my keynote. So I'm not going to drag too much, just make it simple. Everyone speaks about Sustainable Development Goal. SDG is the goal that we plan to achieve by 2030. It's the United Nations goal. And all of us today are rushing behind Industrial Revolution, IR. But when I came to ARMY today, I was informed that the founder have actually successfully built this campus. It's an off-campus. I was wondering why we are not having this conference at Chennai instead of ARMY. That was my question when I arrived here. And then I was informed that actually our founder have built this campus basically for the community. All of us talk about Sustainable Development Goal. What is SDG actually? We are bringing back our knowledge to the community. We speak about that. I speak about that in all the conference. But did I achieve that? The founder have achieved. He has successfully built this campus actually to give a platform to the community. And I believe ARMY is very lucky to have the community here in this campus to learn. I believe this is one of the achievements. I have no words to say anything and my script doesn't speak at this point, all right? So on behalf of the organizing committee, I wish a great success. Okay, later I will tell you what I have gained. How was my journey, all right? Okay, that will be the second part. So, all right, knowing about artificial intelligence, it's not new, all right? But however, the base in our research have to be strong. AI is not going to take over us. AI is just going to enhance human intelligence. All right, so let's speak about it in the second round. So thank you very much, everyone. Have a great day.
Thank you, ma'am, for your insightful words. Moving forward to the felicitation address, we now invite Dr. V. Parahaldi, sir, Joint Registrar, Dr. M.J. Education Research Institute, University of Campus Anvi, to deliver the felicitation address.
Good morning to all of you assembled here. It is my privilege to be here to felicitate this international conference. First of all, I would like to thank our Chancellor, our President, Managing Trustee, the Director Madam, and our Secretary Sirs. And I would also like to actually thank the dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, my colleagues, and my dear students. This is indeed a great occasion for me because belonging to the ACS family, literally and metaphorically, because actually on behalf of our ACS family, I really thank the guest keynote speakers and the people who will be joining us. This is a great occasion for us. Before I actually go into the felicitation address, there are some key issues I would like to bring to your notice. Tamil Nadu especially has a great tradition. And Tamil Nadu is one of the few cultures that has a long history with a deep sense of community feeling. We have actually, Tamil Nadu has not seen the light. We have got a lot of things that we can be proud of from Tamil Nadu. But internationally, we are not recognized. There are at least different reasons for that. But I would like to just point out a few things because we have got international speakers here. They can actually take back certain things from home. See, Tamil Nadu is very, very rich in the sense, if you take mathematics, it is here in Tamil Nadu that zero was discovered, and it has been actually taken over by the other cultures. We got a lot of evidence for that. And even the mile, when we talk about 1 mile and 2 miles in the old system of mathematics, mile is Tamil actually invention. They have actually invented it and used it. And the evidence for a great kind of mathematical insight you can find in solar history, where land measurement was actually formalized, and there is a very good system of land measure from solar kingdom. That actually is a basis for our measurements and things like that. Measurement weights and measures. Tamil Nadu is a place where these weights and measures were very, very prominent till the British came. When the British came, they displaced all that, and we have not seen the light of the day because this is where we have got. And there are other important things that, as a district, Tirunelveli district is very famous for cotton. Handloom was exported from Tirunelveli district. A large scale of export was taking place during the British period. We got archives, records in the archives. And now we see this handloom has now become a very important industry here, where now we are actually making saris, and Arni is known for this. But it has got a very long tradition. In the same way, Tamil Nadu, especially Tirunelveli district, was a district which produced the best steel in the world. It's called Wootz steel, W-O-O-T-Z, Wootz steel. And that was the steel which was actually sought after by all the European countries. They used to actually import from Tamil Nadu especially. And we have got British records which talks about a factory near Tirunelveli which exported steel. So much of innovation, so much of actually science is available. You have got a lot of areas for research. What I actually request scholars is to go back to find out all this, because see, whatever was there in our tradition comes from a very long period. See, it is not evolved in a single day or in a single laboratory. This has been evolved from the people. It is actually a living tradition where you've got a lot of things that can be, research can be done. So much of research can be done on this particular aspect. So with these few words, I'll conclude my speech. It's a great honor and privilege to stand before such a distinguished gathering of minds that are shaping the future of science and technology. We are meeting at a time when the world is witnessing a fundamental shift, where classical research built on decades of observation, experimentation, and human curiosity is now meeting the speed, scale, and intelligence of artificial intelligence. This conference, Synergizing Artificial Intelligence with Classical Research in Biosciences, Engineering, and Material Science, could not be more timely. In bioscience, AI is helping us decode genomes in hours instead of years, predict protein structures, and design personalized medicine. It is giving us tools to understand life itself. In engineering, AI is optimizing designs enabling smart manufacturing, and powering autonomous systems that make our infrastructure safer and more efficient. In material science, AI is accelerating the discovery of new materials, from self-healing polymers to sustainable energy storage, materials that classical trial and error methods would have taken decades to find. But this conference is not about replacing classical research. It is about synergizing it. The foundation of science remains the same: asking the right questions, forming hypotheses, and validating through rigorous experiment. AI is not the scientist. AI is the most powerful instrument the scientist has ever held. To our keynote speakers and paper presenters, thank you for traveling from different parts of the world to share your insights. Your work is a bridge between theory and application. To our young researchers and students, you are the generation that will take the synergy forward. Do not be afraid to work across the disciplines. The biggest breakthroughs today happen at the intersection of biology plus data, engineering plus algorithms, materials plus machine learning. I would also like to place on record my appreciation for the organizing committee, the host institution, sponsors, and volunteers. It takes months of effort to bring together such a diverse international forum, and your dedication has made this possible. As we deliberate over the next few days, let us remember three things: collaborate across borders and disciplines, translate research from lab to society, responsible innovation, ensuring that AI serves humanity, equity, and sustainability. I once again welcome all our national and international delegates. May this conference spark new collaborations, new papers, new ideas that will be citing 10 years from now. With these words, I felicitate each one of you for being part of this important dialogue. I declare the conference open and wish it great success. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I would like to inform that Dr. Manati Battumani ma'am from Inti International University, Malaysia, wants to greet the dignitaries of Dr. MGR University of Campus Army. Dr. B. Stalin sir, Shiba Persis ma'am, Sumati ma'am. Thank you all the dignitaries. Now we move on to the another felicitation address. May I now invite Dr. K. Sharunan sir, Joint Registrar, to deliver the felicitation address.
Good morning to all. With the blessing of Honorable President, I am standing before you to deliver my felicitation address. It gives me a great pleasure to welcome you all for Elevate 2K 26 International Conference. So we should thank Chancellor Sir, Trustee Ma'am, Director Nirmala Ma'am, and I also request blessing from all the management faculties. And this conference, Elevate 2K 26, this is the first time. We should thank the organizing Chair Shiba Ma'am, Sumati Ma'am, with the full support given by our respected Dean Sir, JR's Principal Sir, with group of institution principals, SO Director, with all our blessings, and also the student observing with us silently observing this inauguration with all our blessing. This is going to be a very successful one. So Elevate 2K26 is a platform. Elevate our ideas through discussion, elevate our knowledge through learning, elevate our skills through interaction with the eminent professors and experts, and also by university. They bring the brilliant mind come together under one place at our RNA campus. So this, our faculty members and students will get the recent environments and the academic, that is for interactions, the latest informations through this type of international conference. This conference also brings a great value to our off-campus university. This is the first time for conducting on our campus for the first batch of the students. So the full support, the first, the Dean Sir, Shivam, the organizing conveners, principals, and all the HODs. I sincerely thank our respected management and organizing committee, faculty members, volunteers, and everyone who worked on make the Elevate 2K26 a reality. Today, let us all make the best use of the opportunity to learn new things, think differently, and take one step closer to our goal. Let us confidence truly elevate each one of us. Once again, I welcome all our guests and participants. I wish the Elevate 2K26 a grand success. I request the media team, the media team, the 3 days should be elevated for the grand success of this event. With the blessing of Annamaliyar and the Perumal, the Elevate 2K26 is going to be a very successful one. Thank you.
Now, I would like to invite Dr. D. Stalin Sir, Dean, Dr. Enjoy Education Research Institute, University Off-Campus Army, to present the off-campus profile book to the keynote speakers. Thank you, respected dignitaries. Research gains significance when it is documented and shared with the academic community. It is now time for the release of the conference proceedings. May I request our esteemed dignitaries to kindly release the proceedings. Congratulations to all the authors and contributors. Now, may we now request all the dignitaries, keynote speakers, and organizing committee members to assemble on the stage for the official group photos. I request all the committee members
all the committee members. Now I request all the committee members to come onto the stage for the official group photo. I request all the faculty members to come to the stage. All the faculty members, Faculty of Physiotherapy, Faculty of AHS, Faculty of ENT and Faculty of HMS to come to the stage. I request all the lady staffs, all the female staffs, come to the stage. Now I call all the gents faculties. All the gents faculties. I request all the group of principals for the group photo session.
Can I call all the special officers? I kindly request all the outside participants to assemble here for the I request external participants from other institutions to assemble near the stage for the group photograph. Again, I request the external participants from other institutions to assemble near the stage for the group photograph. Okay, sir. Dear participants, there is an announcement. We will break the session here for the tea break. Plenary lecture 1 begins sharp.
Material. At the beginning, they still use silicon material, but in the thin film, and then come up with the other type of material, which is like cadmium and lead and so on. And then, but the second generation is, this first and second generation is based on, if you familiar with the PN junction, it's single PN junction. So because of that, actually the theoretical value is limited up to about 30% efficiencies. Then come up with a third generation where they try to, we have many type of technology, which first the same method of second generation, thin film, but multi-junction. Then come up with the perovskite solar cell, organic, quantum dot, and also the assisted solar cell. Simple structure, just only have about 3 and 4 components. Photoanode comprised of TCO glass and metal oxide and sensitizer. Then you have electrolyte and counter electron or catalyst material. Usually is platinum. And this is a straightforward mechanism. Okay, dye as sensitizer absorb light. Dye can be synthetic, also can be natural. You can use anthocyanin, chlorophyll, carotenoid, and so on. I think is okay. Then we have metal oxide. Dye absorb light, and it got excited. Electron in the lumen will be injected to the metal oxide, and then exit to the counter electrode through the conducting glass, reach to the counter electrode, and then reduction take place between this the interface between the cathode and electrolyte, and then diffuse to the photoanode and donate back electron to the dye. Okay, and this is the amount of the current or electron determine the current, and then the Fermi level, the distance between Fermi level metal oxide and the redox potential in the electrolyte determine the open circuit voltage. Yeah. Okay, we can study this the kinetic or the impedance kinetic of the solar cell by using impedance spectroscopy, where we determine the impedance. So this is the regular shape of impedance, which is what we call plots. Imaginary part of impedance versus the real part. So normally we have these 3 shape of semicircle, compressed semicircle. So it can be represent this from this equivalent circuit, resistor, and parallel capacitor and resistance for the semicircles. So that's why we have this R and this capacitance. And then the last part is electrolyte diffusion. Okay. Okay, next. Okay, like I said, conventional cathode is platinum, but platinum, as you know, is very expensive, and platinum also is very compatible with the redox I- and I3-. But because of the expensive, now people also try to find the alternative redox mediator like polysulfide electrolyte, so we can also find the alternative for the platinum. This is the result, output of result collaboration with Prof. Madhavan, actually, the Tetagiri. I think 2016, 2015 or 2016. So they come to our laboratory, they synthesize the material, and then they test solar cell in our laboratory. Okay, next. Okay, so this is another research paper published, result from collaboration with also from Madhavan. Okay, here we use ternary sulfide, and then we compare with also with the platinum, which is, if you can see, which is almost equivalent to the performance with the platinum. Okay, next. Another counter electrode based ternary solenoid. We got here efficiency about 6% with platinum and 6% with this nickel cobalt solenoid. Okay, so there are many type of the reason actually normally we study based on this cyclic voltammetric to determine the redox potential of or the catalytic activity of between the cathode and the electrolyte. Okay, next. Okay, we have many papers actually published with Madhavan. Okay, so this one is carbon based. Okay, this very type of carbon based. Not so high the efficiency compared to the previous, but still is have the potential because our objective is here is to replace platinum. Okay. Okay, next. Okay. So as I mentioned, the open circuit voltage, the VOC, depends on the potential difference between the Fermi level and the redox potential. So the other method to improve the VOC, we can also replace cathode or cathode material to the another semiconductor like this. So now we have two potential difference. One is between metal oxide and the redox potential, and another one is from the redox to the semiconductor or cathode. So we see there's some improvement because of the VOC. Next. Okay, so you have cathode, anode, and electrolyte. Okay, another factor that contribute to the performance of the solar cell is electrolyte. The electrolyte normally we use liquid, but liquid is very volatile and easy to leakage. So you can substitute liquid with the polymer electrolyte, what we call polymer electrolyte. The polymer also can be synthetic, natural. In our lab, mostly we use polymer electrolyte, which is chitin, where you can derive from this from the insect, from the crab, okay, cellulose from the wood, starch from the wheat, rice, and of course I see many paddy here. Maybe one of the research you can develop here is synthesis this material. Okay. Okay, next. Oh, next. I think. Okay, this is a characterization. So when we say electrolyte, electrolyte means ion conducting. So the first priority that you have to study is conductivity. So this means you have to study impedance. So for the conductivity, for this electrolyte, we cannot apply DC voltage, okay, because electrolyte contains of many dipole, electron dipole. So when you apply electric field, DC voltage, what you can only see is because when you apply DC voltage, the current will be not stable. Okay, it will reduce over time. So you cannot determine which part of the actual activity. So what you can do is apply the AC voltage. Then from here you can determine which one is the bulk resistance and also the capacitance. Okay, so here bulk resistance is the R, represented by R, is the real part, and this is the CPE. We call it CPE, is constant phase element because of it's not straight line. Okay, ideal capacitor should be you get straight line, but if you can see here it get tilted a little bit. So leakage capacitor, we call it leakage capacitor or constant phase element. So from here you can RB, thickness, and area, you can get conductivity, and you can also determine the dielectric constant. Okay. So and then you can simulate this. We can simulate this data to get the capacitance. Then finally, you can calculate mobility in number density, okay, of the electrolyte. This is some of our research. So, if you want to apply this electrolyte to the any electrochemical devices, batteries, supercapacitor, now is supercapacitor or solar cell, the conductivity must higher than 10 to minus negative 3. Okay, below than that is not possible lah. Okay. Okay, next. Okay, this is some result when we use carboxyl methyl cellulose (CMC), and we apply this into the SSC using quantum dot sensitized solar cell actually. So CDS, and we get the impedance of the solar cell, analyze this to get what is the value of charge transfer and charge recombination resistance. From that, we can know that why this conductivity, this solar cell perform in this way. Okay, next. So another carboxyl methyl cellulose, where we try to improve from the previous formula. So here we use EC ethylene carbonate, which is plasticizer. So the role is to improve the mobility of charge carrier. Where we improve the conductivity, we can improve the current density, and then efficiency. Okay, next. Okay, this is a method okay, that we prepare in our lab. TiO2, we have two type of TiO2. We're using P90, P25, and the reason why we use these two type of semiconductor TiO2. First is to make a compact layer. Another one is mesoporous layer. Compact layer, we use that so that electrolyte, if you see the structure, we have photoanode, electrolyte, and cathode. And electrolyte, we don't want the electrolyte make a touch to the glass, substrate glass. So we have to put compact layer in between to the TiO2. TiO2 is to dye to absorb on the surface. Okay. So basically we use the first layer, P90, we use spin coating technique. Second one is Dr. Blade. Okay, once we have this electrode, okay, then you can soak in the dye or quantum dot solution. And then this is the method to prepare quantum dot solar cell, quantum dot electrode using SYLA method. Next. Okay, why we using carbon dot? Okay, so dye that currently what we call is very good sensitizer is based on ruthenium base, which is, as you know, ruthenium is metal which is also toxic. So we can use another type of sensitizer which is quantum dot. The advantages is it can be tuned, the band gap can be tuned, then we can also alter the absorption age, which is this one, and it can also produce multiple exciton generation. So one photon can produce more than 2 or 3 electron. Okay, next. Okay, this is just the one of the characterization to determine whether our sensitizer you get the exact component that you want. Okay, next. Okay, in this study actually because there are many factors in the performance of solar cell. It can be cathode, electrolyte, and photoanode. Here we try to optimize what is the best composition for the metal oxide. Okay, that's why we have P90, P25, different method preparation to get the best efficiency of the cell. So here is the best one we got is for the P90 using spin coating and P35 from the Dr. Blade method. Okay, next. I'm gonna skip this one. Okay, just skip. No, just next. Okay, next is photo polyoxometalates, POMs. Okay, so why we do this? Okay, in the SSC, the first you want to increase the current or you want to increase the open circuit voltage, the potential. Okay, so the potential is the difference between Fermi level in the photoanode and redox potential in the electrolyte. Okay, if you want to improve the VOC, either you use different kind of metal oxide or redox mediator. Okay, that is the another one. Then if you want to increase the current, so you have to improve the charge transfer from the metal oxide or from the sensitizer to the metal oxide. Okay, here one of the method we use polyoxometalates. So they have about 6 types of polyoxometalates characterized by this property, metal and the ratio of metal and oxygen. Next. Okay, this is a POM, act as a electron acceptor. So because of the energy gap, okay, as I said, is kinetic competition in the DSSC. So because of the position, energy gap, and the position of the LUMO and HUMO of the POM, so better we apply this for the electron acceptor, which means you have to put it when we do the fabrication. We have to deposit this metal oxide first, then TiO2, then only dye. Okay. So the electron come from the dye, okay, absorb light, and then inject to the TiO2, add the TiO2, and then transfer to the POM. So this is the comparison. Okay, these two comparison between the electrode with POM and without POM. So we can see the improvement in terms of the current, because even if you check the impedance, we can see that this is because this is P25. Here the characterization is doing under dark. Okay, so that means the resistance is smaller than the resistance with the POM, 5% POM. So the resistance is here referred to recombination resistance. So because I think you already know, when semiconductor they excited, they can recombine. Okay, so this is one of the method to prevent electron recombine back to the electrolyte. Okay. Okay, next. Okay, this is POM as a sensitizer. So without either you can use as a co-sensitizer or standalone sensitizer, like in this example. Okay. Okay, next. Okay, so carbon dot is another type of sensitizer that we can use. As I mentioned, this is I think this is different. The carbon dot is different from the other type of nanometer like fluorines, graphene, and carbon nanotube. Here the mechanism is almost same like quantum dot. Okay, next. So the advantages is low cost because you can easy to prepare. You can get from even waste, natural waste, and low toxicity, biocompatibility, superior in optical properties, and we can use this in many applications: biosensing, drug, bioimaging, catalyst, energy storage. Also, next. So this route, they have two route of synthesizing carbon dot, top down and bottom up. top down, you can use discharge, ultrasonic, laser, electrochemical, which mean we cut or breaking large of carbon structure like graphene, graphite into smaller nano size. Okay, so from the bulk you cut down to the smaller up to 2 nanometer, between 2 to 10 nanometer size. Okay, and then the second one is bottom up, using thermal pyrolysis, microwave, hydrothermal, which is you start from small molecule or polymer to and then you synthesis, you grow up into the carbon dot. Okay. So we can categorize into 3. If you look, I mean, if you find info about the carbon dot, okay, at the beginning I also confused. Why is some people say carbon dot, then graphene quantum dot, and then carbon quantum dot? Okay, so they have different properties. So general is carbon dot, but you can categorize into graphene quantum dot. Normally here is when you use top down method to prepare quantum dot, which is you get just one layer of the carbon structure. Okay, called graphene quantum dot. And then we have carbon quantum dot. The shape is usually sphere. Okay, they have few layer of the graphene in the circular shape. Normally this one was prepared by bottom up method using biomass. Okay, and then carbonized polymer dots also from bottom up using small molecule or polymers. Okay. So the mechanism of CDs is still vague, but there are few mechanism that people accept. One is due to the quantum confinement effect. So because from the bulk, like bottom up from the bulk size, we reduce its size to 2 to 10 nanometer. Okay, which is the carbon dot size is very small, which is less than excitant Bohr radius, which is actually what we call electron hole pair. The distance between the size of electron hole pair. When is the size less than that, the quantum confinement take place. Okay, which means the energy level, if you in bulk, the energy level is continuous, but if when they reach into this size, then it become discrete. Okay, and become bigger. So the size of the carbon dot determine the energy gap of the CD. Okay, so smaller size, larger energy gap, and it emit blue color. Okay, then it can be bigger than about close to 10 nanometer. Then the color will be with the yellow, green, and also red. So red shift is, you can see the red shift in the emission. Okay, or if we introduce the nitrogen to the graphitic, okay, this carbon structure, nitrogen, it can also affect the color, the emission. Okay, because N is nitrogen they have lone pair electron, which is you introduce the transition. We have sigma bond, pi bond, and then N bond to the pi and pi star to sigma star. So when you introduce N nitrogen, you introduce the what we call mid gap states in the LUMO and HUMO. Okay, so you can tune their color, tune their band gap accordingly, according to the number of nitrogen. Okay, next. And then another one, because you can introduce the mid gap, the LUMO and HUMO, by modify with this CW1O. Okay, similar, this carboxylic group. Okay, so now instead of pi to pi star, it become N to pi star. Okay, so we will see the change of the energy gap here. Okay, next. Okay, the last one is the color might be not come from the carbon dot itself, but it come from the polymer what we call the fluorophore. Okay, so this is usually when we synthesis using this citric acid base carbon dot, it produces not only the carbon dot but also other type of or other molecule like polymer and also IPCA. So this affect the color of the carbon dot, which mean the output of this in the solution form. Okay, next. Okay, this is in our lab we use this synthesis method. Just mix between these two precursor, then we just simply heat, control the temperature, and then wash with centrifuge. Then we have this solid carbon dioxide in the solid state. Here we vary the amount of sulfuric acid concentration. Okay, next. Okay, then you can see the energy gap is vary with the sulfuric acid concentration or the size of the carbon dioxide itself. Yes. Okay, so based on this, we can estimate how the performance of CD based on energy gap, the position of this HUMO-LUMO of the carbon dot. First, we do this cyclic voltammetry to determine the LUMO, and then we apply also UV spectroscopy to estimate the energy gap, and then finally we use this formula to determine the HUMO of the CD. Next. Okay, this just optimization. How we need to the best method that we can apply to the photoanode. Okay, next. So for this work, we found that this is the best, which is about 10 milligram. Actually, we for the optimization, okay, you have to vary, either you vary the concentration, you vary of the time, and also temperature to find what is the best method to get the best to optimize the performance of the solar cell. Okay. Okay, so I think I don't need to more to this summary or conclusion. I think with that, I thank you very much. I end my talk.
Thank you, sir, for your wonderful words and wonderful presentation. I hope all the students will get some points in from this PPTs. Now, our next plenary speaker is Dr. Malati Bhattamalle, Professor and Director, Center of Data Science and Sustainable Technology, INTI International University, Malaysia. Her keynote address titled Machine Learning Algorithms for Surface Plasmon Resonance Biodeduction Applications, a short review. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome him with a big round of applause. Okay. A small announcement. I request those who are in track 3, 4 and 5 for the paper presentation, please go to your respected hall, LH5. Those who are in paper presentation from track 3, 4, 5 and 1, please go to LH5. See, those who are in track 3, track 5 can go to LH5, and those who are in track 1 can move to your respective hall. So, paper presentation like students, track 3 and 5 like students, LH5 ku ipave pono.
vanakkam, good morning, good afternoon. All right. Students, I request your kind attention. Remain silent. If not, I cannot start. Just give me about 15 to 20 minutes. I'll try to keep it short. Okay, I hope that I'll make you understand about my research journey over here. All right, clear? Students, can you give me a bit of support to remain silent? Later, I'll give you time to speak. I will walk through, I will pick up on some students to collaborate with me on stage. Ma'am, can? Okay. I'll walk through, huh? Okay. I hear one single noise, I'm going to walk. All right, okay. Today, okay, if you understand the theme of the conference, okay, the theme of the conference is synergizing artificial intelligence and classical research. Okay, all that we are doing here is classical research. All right. So just now even I was hearing to our guest speaker, very good research. I picked up on some points. I'm going to approach him to have collaboration. All right. So actually, if you listen carefully, there's a lot of things that he shared. He said that we have crops. Okay. He said we have wood. And then the other one was cloth materials. All these, even rice, he spoke about that. All this we have in India. So why don't we grab these kind of researchers to collaborate with us? All right. Okay. So very important point. Okay. Now let's go through my journey. See if I could help. Next slide, please. Okay. I'm a professor in INTI International University. I'm also the director for the Center of Data Science and Sustainable Technology. But there is a but. My research is photonics engineering. Can you imagine an engineer becoming AI person? That's why I told you, AI is only helping us to enhance human intelligence. We are all intelligent. Can I claim that? Okay. All right. Okay. Let me tell you the story in 2012. Not now. 2012. When everyone was talking about telecommunications, telecommunication means transmission of data. Okay. So people was migrating at that time. People were migrating from copper cable to fiber optics. All right. Why? Because fiber optic could carry light energy for a longer distance, avoid electromagnetic interference. All right. The speed increase, capacity increase, more data can be transmitted at one time. That was the winning story at that particular time. Okay, and that is when my institute, INTI International University, said, Malati, you have to go and do your PhD. No choice. All right. That was back in 2012. When I reached the university, I found a right supervisor who asked me a great question. You know what? Are you married? I said yes. Do you have a child? I said yes. Do you want to do an easy research or a difficult one? That is the question he asked me. I said I want a long-lasting research work. And what he told me was, let's work on fiber optic cables, but we are not going to work on transmission, but we are going to convert the cable into sensors. Can you imagine? Cable becoming a sensor. Something that I have got no idea what was it about. But that time he gave me some books, go back and read. I said, okay, fine. Next slide. We were working on the principle. How does a light travels in a cable? It is because of two different materials that is building the fiber optic cable. It was the core and the cladding. Core and claddings are made from two different materials. When we talk about two different materials, that means the refractive index of the two medium differ. So this is how we started our journey. A little bit of physics at that time. I need to learn about total internal reflection. When the cladding, imagine core and cladding are two different material, and when the light is traveling inside the cable, if the cladding material have a higher refractive index, the cable become lossy. If it is lower, the cable become guided wave. Okay, so that is what we were working on. All right, so what I did was, next slide please. Okay, I was working on evanescent wave. Evanescent wave is formed when the wave is traveling between these two medium, undergoes internal reflection, and it has to cut off the point angle greater than the critical angle. So a little bit of physics. This is all not university level physics, but we learned this in school. All right, okay, next slide. No, before. Okay, so what I was doing is that, can you see this is the size of my cable, 1 mm. I was working on plastic cables, plastic fiber optics, okay. So I have to etch means remove part of the cladding from 1 mm to 0.45 mm. So question is, why 0.45 mm? Because some researchers have reported that this is the best way to turn fiber into sensor, because it will start interacting with the environment. So proven, we were working on the cable and we can see there was some slight changes, but it was not significant. So we have to think more, and we started working on coating. Okay, coating layers. And one of my best paper at that time was, we started to grow zinc oxide on top of the cable, which will actually absorb more water, and this water itself has its own refractive index. So it helps to turn our fiber, basically it's a fiber, into a sensor where it was lossy. But listen carefully, in sensor, whether it's guided or lossy doesn't matter. As long as there is a change, it is a sensor. That's how it works. So we were working on this, and next slide please. All right, as it was moving very fast, okay, at that point of time, we couldn't just focus on fiber optic cable, but we started to learn a little bit about plasmonic resonance, SPR. Okay, this SPR is also another kind of sensor, but it is not using the cable, but we were using prisms. You all used to play with prisms, right? You can see light traveling into prisms, and you have various colors. Okay, that is the prism. But we use that particular prism to develop sensors as well. Next slide. This is the sensor that we have created. Okay, so if you look at this slide, can you see there's a prism over here? All right, we coat layers on top of the prism. For example, we were also working on graphene oxide, gold layer, okay, where it interacts the values between study interaction of light with materials. Okay, so I'm not going to go through deep into this because it's a very long story then. Okay, coming to the subject is that we use the prism to actually develop plasmonic sensor for for relative humidity. That was one paper that we created. Next slide. And then extend to plasmonic sensor for food safety. We were monitoring the amount of salt that should be in the food that we are taking. Okay, so we did that. Next slide. Okay, this was the breakthrough that we went. Okay, when we were dealing with a humidity sensor and then with the food sensor, it was not dangerous. Okay, human can directly interact. But when it comes to
hydrogen sulfide. Okay, it was a gas sensor where we cannot be sitting in the lab for a long time. Okay, so the idea came to us that we have to have a control environment. Data will be collected overnight, okay, and the amount of data was vast. Okay, there was a lot of data that we collect. So what we did was, that is when we started to think, how can we analyze this data? Because you cannot leave the sensor just like that. It has to be monitored. Okay, so in the next slide you will see, that is when we started to learn machine learning algorithm. Okay, so if you see, right, if I said go and study about AI, definitely you don't know where to start. Correct? No matter whatever studies that you are doing, answer is not from ChatGPT. Yeah? Please, student, take note. Okay, it's not come. Everything that you are listening from ChatGPT is not the 100% answer. Okay, all right, because ChatGPT is nothing but a LLM. You train your machine to be smart. So the amount of data that you are giving to the machine have to be reliable. Understand? That's why if you see some of the classical research person, when you give them information, they will ask you one question only. Did you validate? Where did you get the data? Where's the source coming from? You know, this kind of thing. So what we did was, my student, actually this is the PhD work of my student, she was working basically on machine learning algorithm. And next slide. Okay, we discovered that, please understand this part, surface plasma resonance can detect toxic gas, okay, water pollutants, and also can be a marker for disease. Okay, you can use this for biomedical field. Right, that was number one. But the challenges that we face is, the cost is high, the amount of data is very huge, and how can humans sit in that lab to analyze? Okay, so what we do, we arrange the setup, we collect the data, and the data is fed into our machine learning algorithm. So this machine learning, all right, AI tool, it's only a tool, is able to give us a prediction. Based on the prediction, we will do a comparison with the actual results. Okay, and we write up papers. Okay, this is a paper that I've written. If you can snap a picture of the DOI, you can read the entire paper. All right, next slide, please. Okay, next slide. All right, so from the finding, from the reviews that we have collected, we got these two algorithms. All right, so the first algorithm is addressing to the propagation constant, and the second equation is giving us the wavelength responses. Okay, next slide. So we use this for biodetection application, and several papers can be read through where this kind of, next slide, can be used to detect dengue virus. Okay, dengue virus envelope proteins. Okay, second thing, it can also give us the solution for biotics, antibiotics, antibodies. Next slide. Okay, so what I'm trying to tell you today, no matter whatever classical research that you are doing, just get the reviews of researchers who have worked in the same field. All right, gather the review papers. You know how to get the review papers, right? How do you find the review papers? Any idea? Sources? I'm giving you chance to speak now. How do you collect the review papers? I heard just now when Sir was talking, right? Everyone was talking at the back. Now I give you chance to speak. Anyone? How do you get the review papers? Very simple. Your title, You already have your research title. You already have your assignment title, whatever it is. Go to Google Scholar. Okay, go to Google Scholar and then type the title. You will get a list of papers, right? On the leftmost panel, you will find the years. Choose the recent one, maybe since 2025. You will get a list of papers published in the year 2025 onwards. Download those papers. Not many, 10 papers enough. Okay? Take the 10 papers, listen carefully. Tomorrow I'll come and meet all of you all personally. Workshop. Okay. All right. Download all 10 papers. Just read the abstract. We have internet connection here. Okay. Sorry, a little bit of your time. Minimize. Go to Google Scholar. Google. A little bit, I bring you through the research journey. Okay? You're going to learn something today. Because I observe this in my students. When I give them a title, next day ChatGPT is speaking. You think I don't know that the assignment coming from ChatGPT? Isn't it? True, right? Agree? Really? I just give you some guideline. We will use ChatGPT in the right way. Okay? Right. Okay. Sorry, he's putting the password. Okay. Do you want me to walk through and find someone to speak with me? Collaborate with me? Anyone ready? Raise your hand. They won't speak. Okay, fine. In Malaysia, also the same, man. I show you what you have to do. You know why? Because I have ChatGPT Pro, I have Quillbot Pro, and I also have Turnitin Pro. All right. Because I myself feel my slides are boring. It's like reading and telling you something. Now let me teach you the right thing. Okay, all right. So I want every time your lecturer give you a title, okay, what you need to do is go to Google, then select Google Scholar. அந்த பாக்ஸ்ல கீழ பேக் பண்ணுங்க, அதிலே பண்ணுங்க. ஆஸ்க் கூகுள் இருக்குல்ல, அதுல கூகுள் ஸ்காலர் தட்டுங்க. Yes. Okay. All right. Okay, அது தட்டுங்க சார். அந்த தட்டுங்க. Okay. தட்டுங்க. I said don't speak, right? You want to learn or not something today? You want to learn, right? End of the day, we go back with something. Okay, so please remain silent. Okay, this is Google Scholar, all right? You go to Google Scholar and you type a title, maybe IoT for smart house. No, for FOR. FOR, sir. இல்ல இங்க பாருங்க, இங்க பேக் ஸ்பேஸ். ஓகே, FOR I இருக்குங்க. for ஸ்மார்ட் ஹோம். ஸ்பேஸ் பண்ணுங்க, ஸ்மார்ட் ஹோம். ஓகே, ஏதாவது ஒன்று சூஸ் பண்ணுங்க. ஓகே, listen. Okay, all right. Can you see? This is all done by researchers. Okay, so I told you just now the leftmost panel. Inga irukla, leftmost panel. Inga vandu you can choose since 2026 or 2025. So for example, I will ask my student to choose 2025. If you go 2024, 2023 is backdated research. We want the reason one, okay? So let's say you click here, since 2025. Okay, all right. Okay, can you see this is all papers? Okay, but not all the papers are in PDF. All right, they are not full papers. Maybe you can just read the abstract. That is fine. Okay, for example, let's say 6G Internet of Things. 6th generation. Yeah, correct. This one. Okay. Are you a robot? There's an option. You can choose no. Just hold on, sir. This is normal because we are using ChatGPT very often. So the machine needs to know whether human are using or robots are using. Cannot, is it? Okay. Okay, listen carefully, yeah? All right. Verify. Okay. Okay, so what you have to do is that, okay, can you see? This is the paper. Okay, listen carefully, guys, at the back. Okay, so scroll down. Okay, further. Okay, this is what I call as abstract. Okay, you just have to copy this abstract into a Word document. Alright, copy this into a Word document. Okay, back again. Go back to the Google Scholar. Another step, yeah. Can you see there's an option Cite here? Alright, click on Cite. No, Cite, C-I-T-E. Second one, yes. This is the format of citation, okay? If you are using APA, then copy the references to the same Word document, all right? So if let's say you have 10 papers, all right? You are going to take 10 papers with the references, okay? Copy. Maybe you can open a Word document. Do you have Word document? Minimize, sir? Minimize? No. Just minimize. Minimize. Okay. Do you have Word? Anything? Yeah. Correct. Okay. Open. All right. Okay. You just have to copy the abstract, not the whole paper. Only the abstract. And then below the abstract, you include the references. If let's say you have 10 abstract with 10 references, okay? This particular document, you send it to ChatGPT now. Alright? Ask ChatGPT to summarize these 10 papers. Understand what I'm asking you to do? And you can get the review papers, the literature of that particular subject. Alright? The only challenge that we face is that there's a list of papers, right? You have to choose the most relevant papers to your particular research. And then you can ask ChatGPT to summarize, do table, strength, weaknesses, gap. That is how you address the particular gap. And if you send this document for Turnitin to check for the plagiarism rate, trust me, it's below 20%. Rather than asking ChatGPT to find somewhere and summarize where the plagiarism rate is very high, just a little bit of hard work over here, you can get the review. After getting the review, a little bit of hard work again to humanize the paper. Even better, you can reduce the AI. Okay, please try this tonight. Share with me the findings. Okay, so actually I'm not here to teach about ChatGPT, but looking at, I cannot stop people, this is the challenge that I face. I cannot stop people from using ChatGPT. Everyone, anyone never used ChatGPT, please raise your hand. Everyone is using, you see. I cannot ask the question, do you all know ChatGPT? Everyone will be smiling there. Miss, what question are you asking? That kind of views. But when I ask student, anyone don't know ChatGPT? Everyone will not raise the hand because they know. So how are you going to stop ChatGPT? How are you going to reduce the use of ChatGPT? We cannot do that. Teach them the right way. Okay? Alright. Okay, now go back to my slide. Sorry for asking you to do too many things. Okay. Alright, back to my research. During my time, and I think sir's time, we don't have ChatGPT, right, sir? That's the thing, we don't have the support. We learn ourselves. But then, this is the generation gap. We have to, change ourselves according to the students. Okay? Alright, now, alright, so you can see that I have discovered that I have to bring my research to the next level. So I incorporated AI into my project work. But the thing is that I'm not relying 100%, but I'm only using AI to give the analytic reports. Okay. And the best part, okay, this is something that I also want you to look into, SCIML, Scientific Machine Learning. It's a tool, open source, you don't need to pay for it, but you can use this tool to analyze your data as well. Okay, so my students have done that. Okay, next slide. Next slide. Okay, so I would like to conclude my story here. We are learning fast, we are moving in a fast track. Last time we used to walk, slowly motorbike, then car, now bullet train. Okay, not train, bullet train already. So, as we are moving in the direction of technology, okay, remember IR 4.0 was developed where technology was overtaking humans. Okay, but now with IR Industrial Revolution 5.0, we are trying to bring back human into the equations. Alright, so that is where we are all working together, and that is the motto, the theme of this conference. Synergizing artificial intelligence and classical research for any field that it applies. So no matter whatever you are doing, make sure you incorporate AI, alright, for analytic purpose only. Not AI to do the research. AI cannot do research. You are the one training the machine. If I compare my laptop with my daughter's laptop, the ChatGPT answers different way, and my daughter claimed that my ChatGPT is not smart. Because you are training, the amount of data that you give, the amount of question that you ask, you are training the machine. So, you are behind the scene. So, make sure AI doesn't override us, but move along with us. All right. So a little bit of takeaway. I believe it will be beneficial for you. All right. Thank you very much again to Dr. MGR, especially to my friends over here who gave me the opportunity to stand in front of you. I'll be here for the next 2 days. If you have question, if you want to go for the workshop, please let me know. No charges, FOC. All right. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you so much, ma'am. The session was really informative and eye-opening session for everyone. So we will break here for lunch. So kindly reassemble at 1:45 p.m. in the auditorium. So we'll be having one more plenary session followed by the culturals. So I request everyone to reassemble at 1:45 p.m. One more announcement. Just listen.
Research group has made significant contribution to the development of novel photo and electrocatalysis for renewable energy conservation and environmental remediation. His current research interest encompasses photocatalysis, dye-sensitized solar cells, and hydrogen evaluation reactions. He has successfully secured 4 major government-funded research projects worth rupees 1.5 crores and has improvised scholarly record of around 13,000 citations, H-index 61, comprising over 163 peer-reviewed publications in reputed international journals, 13 book chapters and 3 patents. Dr. Nathan has delivered numerous innovative lectures at national and international conferences, has served on several academic and scientific advisory committees to various universities and other scientific organizations. He has visited countries like Australia, China, South Korea, Malaysia, and Sri Lanka for research purposes. In recognition of his outstanding research contribution to material chemistry, nanotechnology, renewable energy, photocatalysis, and environmental sustainability, and he has been consistently organized among the world top 2% scientists in the Stanford University, USA, global ranking for the past 6 consecutive years. Thank you, sir. Thank you for giving this opportunity.
With no further delay, I would like to invite Dr. K. Saranan sir, Joint Registrar, to felicitate the chief guest.
ஹெச்ஓடிக்கும் ஹெச்ஓடிக்கும் என்ன டிஃபரன்ஸ்னு எனக்கு என்னமா வேலை இன்னும் ப்ரொடக்ட் ஆகலாம்.
Thank you, sir. Now I would like to invite Dr. J. Madhavan sir, Professor and Head, Department of Chemistry, Tiruvallur University, to take up the session. We welcome you, sir.
Good afternoon. Most respected the conveners of the program, Dr. Shiba ma'am, Dr. Sumadi, Dr. Selvi, joint registrars, faculty members, my fellow keynote speakers, students, friends, researchers, good afternoon to one and all present here. It is indeed very difficult to present a lecture after the lunch, so I will try to convey what I wanted to say to you. I am basically, as introduced by the faculty, I am working on the energy and environmental applications. Basically, we are strong in the synthesis of materials, nanomaterials. We will prepare different nanomaterials and try different applications like photocatalysis, electrocatalysis, and solar cells. So, through the applications of dye-sensitized solar cells only, we met Professor Baraida from Malaysia. He only supported one of our research scholar, Dr. Tirthagiri, who is now a postdoctoral fellow at the Korean Research, KRF, no, Korean Research Fellow. So, because of that dye-sensitized solar cell application, we met in way back in 2016-17. Yeah. So, I recall those wonderful days. Thank you for the management for inviting our friend to this auspicious occasion of the International Conference, Elevate 2026. Thank you. We are going to talk about the applications of nanomaterials for the photocatalysis, water treatment applications. Okay, firstly, this is our university, State University of Tamil Nadu, under the name of the Saint, Tamil Saint Thiruvalluvar. Next. Hello. தம்பி தமிழ் ஓகேவா? தமிழ் இங்கிலீஷும் புரிஞ்சிக்க முடியுமா? ஓகேவா? Because உலகத்தில் இருக்கிற இந்த 97.5% ஆஃப் வாட்டர் நம்மளை சுத்தி இருக்கிறது எல்லாமே பாத்தீங்கன்னா என்னன்னா சால்ட், sea water. Remaining 2.5% only is available for our pure water. And the 2.5% pure water la only 1% of the water that we are all using for our day-to-day life. அதில் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா அதுவும் வந்து it's far away for our reach. ஒரு சில இடத்துலலாம் மலை சைட்ல எல்லாம் இருக்கும் இல்லையா, ஜனம் இல்லாத இடத்துல எல்லாம் இருக்கும், அதெல்லாம் சேர்த்து தான் நான் சொல்றேன். ஸோ ரிமைனிங் 1.5% அந்த வாட்டரை we need to safeguard it. அதை வந்து என்ன பண்ணணும், பத்திரமா பாதுகாத்து நெக்ஸ்ட் ஜெனரேஷனுக்கு கொடுக்கணும். புரியுதா? ஸோ அதை பொல்யூட் பண்ணக்கூடாது. அப்போ அந்த பொல்யூஷன் ஓவரால் கான்ட்ரிபியூட்டிங் ஃபார் த பொல்யூஷன், யூனோ, textile industry, pharma industry, several industries contribute for the pollution of these 1.5% available இருக்கிற அந்த வாட்டரை பொல்யூட் பண்றதுக்கு டிஃபரெண்ட் இண்டஸ்ட்ரீஸ் இருக்கு. இண்டஸ்ட்ரீஸ்ல வர அந்த எஃப்ளூயன்ட் அதை வந்து என்ன பண்ணணும், we need to treat them. ட்ரீட் பண்ணி வெளியே வருது. அந்த ட்ரீட்மெண்ட் பர்பஸ்க்கு தானே இது ஒரு டெக்னாலஜி தான் வந்து என்னது போட்டோகட்டாலிசிஸ்ன்றது ஒரு டெக்னாலஜி. ஸோ திருப்பூர் தமிழ்நாட்டில் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா என்னது திருப்பூர் இண்டஸ்ட்ரி, அது வந்து பார்த்தா டெக்ஸ்டைல் டையிங் இண்டஸ்ட்ரியில ஃபேமஸ், எல்லாருக்குமே தெரியும். ஓகே, அங்கே போய் அங்கிருந்து வர அந்த வேஸ்ட் வாட்டர், டெக்ஸ்டைல் எஃப்ளூயன்ட் டிஸ்சார்ஜ் இருக்கு இல்லையா, ஸோ அந்த வேஸ்ட் வாட்டர் how do they treat? Do you know any idea, students? Tirupur, have you all, anyone has seen the common effluent treatment plant from Tirupur? Different common effluent means ஒரு 50 கம்பெனி இருக்குன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்களேன், ஒவ்வொரு கம்பெனிக்கும் ஒவ்வொரு எஃப்ளூயன்ட் ட்ரீட்மெண்ட் பிளான்ட் இருக்காது. அந்த 50 கம்பெனிக்கும் சேர்த்து ஒரு இடத்துல காமனா என்ன பண்ணிருப்பாங்க, ட்ரீட்மெண்ட் பிளான்ட் வச்சிருக்காங்க. அந்த ட்ரீட்மெண்ட் பிளான்ட் வந்து எல்லா வேஸ்ட் வாட்டரும் இருக்கும், எல்லா கெமிக்கல்ஸ் எல்லாமே சேர்ந்து இருக்கும், ஆர்கானிக் இன்ஆர்கானிக் கெமிக்கல்ஸ் எல்லாமே சேர்ந்தது அந்த எஃப்ளூயன்ட்ல இருக்கும். அதை ட்ரீட் பண்ணி வெளியே அனுப்புறது பர்பஸ் தான் வந்து காமன் எஃப்ளூயன்ட் ட்ரீட்மெண்ட் பிளான்ட். அதை பாத்தீங்கன்னா இட் கண்டைன்ஸ் வேரியஸ் ஆர்கானிக் இன்ஆர்கானிக் கெமிக்கல்ஸ் வித் வாட்டர், லாட் ஆஃப் வாட்டர். அதுல போய் பாக்குறீங்கன்னா after the completion of the process, treatment process, they will separate effluent into water, pure water and chemicals. தனியா பிரிச்சு கொடுத்துருவாங்க. இது தண்ணி வாட்டர் எடுத்துக்கோங்க, அதுல ஆட் பண்ணக்கூடிய அந்த ப்ராசஸ்ல ஆட் பண்ணக்கூடிய வேரியஸ் சால்ட்ஸ், கெமிக்கல் இன்ஜினியர்ஸ் இருப்பீங்க இங்க. ஸோ டையிங் பர்பஸ்க்கு டிஃபரெண்ட் ஆர்கானிக் இன்ஆர்கானிக் கெமிக்கல்ஸ் யூஸ் பண்ணுவாங்க. ஸோ அதுல வந்து என்ன பண்ணும், பிரிச்சு தனியா வாட்டர் தனியா பிரிச்சு கொடுத்துருவாங்க. போறப்ப உள்ள இந்த பிளான்ட்டுக்குள்ள போறப்ப எப்படி இருக்குன்னா அப்படியே கண்டாமினேட்டட் வாட்டர் தான். பட் ஆஃப்டர் த ப்ராசஸ் பியூர் வாட்டர் பிரிச்சு கொடுத்துருவாங்க. அதுக்கப்புறம் சால்ட் அதுல ஆட் பண்ணக்கூடிய அந்த கெமிக்கல் சால்ட் தனியா பிரிச்சு கொடுத்துருவாங்க. ஸோ அது மாதிரி இருக்கும் திருப்பூர் இதுல பாத்தீங்கன்னா. ஸோ டூ டேஸ் பேக் சிஎம் கூட போய் பார்த்தாரு பாத்தீங்க இல்லையா, அந்த இதுல நெமிலி விஜய் போய் அந்த வாட்டர் ட்ரீட்மெண்ட் தான், சி வாட்டரை ட்ரிங்கபிள் போர்ட்டபிள் வாட்டரா மாத்துறது அதே டெக்னாலஜி தான், ரிவர்ஸ் ஆஸ்மோசிஸ் டெக்னாலஜி தான் இண்டஸ்ட்ரி இஸ் ஆல்சோ யூசிங். திருப்பூர்ல பாத்தீங்கன்னா அந்த ரிவர்ஸ் ஆஸ்மோசிஸ் பிளான்ட் தான் இருக்கு. சரிங்களா? ஸோ இதோட அப்ளிகேஷன்ஸ் வாட்டர் ட்ரீட்மெண்ட் அப்ளிகேஷன்ஸ்க்கு நெக்ஸ்ட் ஜெனரேஷன் அப்ளிகேஷன் தான் போட்டோகட்டாலிசிஸ். நெக்ஸ்ட் so various chemical process irukku, physical biological processes are available, so of which I am going to discuss today about the oxidation process. Next, oxidation means advanced oxidation process. What is advanced oxidation process means? The process that generates the powerful hydroxyl radical during the process is called AOP or advanced oxidation process. There are many processes by which you can generate the powerful hydroxyl radical OH dot, free radicals OH dot. Photocatalysis is one of the technique, and Fenton, sonolysis, everything. Sonolysis means passing the ultrasound waves. Photocatalysis means using the sunlight. Photo means light, catalysis means some chemical which will accelerate the reaction. Photocatalysis means under the influence of light energy, the catalyst will activate the process, treatment process. Next. So these the research has started in 1972. The TiO2, titanium dioxide, is the benchmark material. It was discovered, it was used by Fukushima in water splitting application, and 1977 you can see the degradation of pollutants is used by Fan et al. So these are the various applications, CO2RR and antibacterial and self-cleaning applications. There are various applications of these photocatalytic materials. Next. So this is how the photocatalyst activates produces the powerful hydroxyl radical. For example, titanium dioxide, if you irradiate the titanium dioxide using the light, it will generate electron hole pair. The electron will involved in the reaction with oxygen and produces a superoxide radical, and hole will undergo reaction with adsorbed water molecule and produces the OH dot. This OH dot and the superoxide radical combinedly reacts with the organic matter whatever it encounters into, and produces CO2 and mineral acids, that is called mineralization. Ultimately all carbon in the organic compound now it should go as a CO2. That is the purpose of this photocatalysis technology. The methods which I shown in the previous slides, they don't lead to this CO2 and mineralization process. So that is the disadvantage of those materials, but it will lead to, the photocatalysis leads to the complete mineralization, that is converting all carbon into carbon dioxide. Next. So, but this too has a drawback. It has a poor absorption of visible light capacity. So in order to make the TiO2 to absorb more visible light, so we need to do, there are several strategies. By adding metal ion dopant are coupled with a different semiconductor, two different semiconductor, coupled semiconductor we used to say. So these are all the methods by which we can increase the visible light absorption of the synthesized material. Next. So this is the image showing what are the different ways of improving the visible light capacity by adding metal dopants, non-metal dopants, and coupling with the two different semiconductors. Next one. So bismuth, why I have chosen bismuth here is it will give you a good visible light absorption and a overlap of this oxygen 2p and bismuth 6s orbital. it will enhance the charge carrier mobility. So that is the reason why we took bismuth as a photocatalyst material. You can see different materials, various materials, bismuth oxide, bismuth vanadium oxide, various bismuth based materials are having good photocatalytic activity. Next thing, it has a layer structure. Because of this layer structure, it will improve the electron hole, it will avoid the electron hole recombination. Next. So one of our work now, we synthesized to 1D, 2D nickel molybdenum oxide, bismuth oxide material. I will explain one work here containing nickel molybdenum oxide and bismuth oxide as a visible light active photocatalyst material for pollutant degradation. Next. We synthesize this nickel molybdenum oxide and bismuth oxide material using the simple hydrothermal method mentioned here by taking the bismuth nitrate as a precursor material for the bismuth oxide and nickel nitrate and sodium molybdate for nickel molybdenum oxide. After preparing these two pure materials, we prepare the composite material by simple wet impregnation method as shown in this slide. Next. So this is the XRD pattern of the material. Tetragonal, the bismuth oxide as formed as a tetragonal phase and then nickel molybdenum oxide monoclinic phase. This is the SEM showing a nanoplate like morphology for bismuth oxide and nanorod like morphology for nickel molybdenum oxide. The composite has both morphologies. The XRD pattern clearly shows the crystalline nature of the material, synthesis material. Next. So in order to ensure that the composite be prepared as a visible light absorption capacity, we took diffuse reflection spectra. You can clearly see that after the composite formation, the material has shown an extended absorption in the visible light region, and the band gap also is less than 3, around 1.6, 1.8. That means it will have a good visible light absorption capacity. And then we took a photoluminescence. The photoluminescence data shows that the composite material has a very good electron hole separation efficiency. And the different time we have we have irradiated the material to measure the transient photograph measurements. Whenever we pass the light, it will show a current, means there is a electron is separated from the valence band to the conduction band. When you switch off the light, the electron will come down. So you can see the pattern for 3 consecutive cycles. It shows that they formed the electron hole as a good lifetime. Then we took the Nyquist plot, we have took the Nyquist plot measurements to know the charge transfer resistance of the material prepared. As when compared with the pure material, the composite material has a very low resistance. Next. Here is the kinetic studies confirming the activity of the pure composite material. As shown here, the composite material, with the use of composite material, 80 to 90% of dye water is treated successfully. And recycling studies means the catalyst, what we prepare, we tested for 3 or 4 cycles reuse. After reuse also, the efficiency of the photocatalytic degradation remains constant. There is not much change in the photocatalytic efficiency even after we use the prepared material for after 4 cycles. Then, next slide. This is a mechanism how the synthesized composite material attach the organic molecules into and convert them into the CO2 and mineralization, water and other mineral acids. This is the mechanism. This work was published in one of the journal Environmental Science and Pollution Research. Okay, this the first work, this one similar kind of work. Now we have prepared nickel ferrite and bismuth oxide material. Just to skip this one. In the work similar to the earlier one, we just skip. You go to ultrasound. Next one. Similar kind of studies, but different material, same research, but this work we have published in Chemical Physics Journal. This one, அதே இருங்க சார் முன்னாடி. See, this is the one of the technology. முன்னாடி இந்த யூஸ் பண்ண அந்த ஒர்க்ல வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா we used light for the degradation of the pollutant. In this work they have used ultrasound waves, sound waves யூஸ் பண்ணி நம்ம என்ன பண்ணலாம், வாட்டரை வந்து ட்ரீட் பண்ணலான்றதுக்கான ஒரு ஒர்க் தான் வந்து என்னது சோனாலிசிஸ் சொல்லுவாங்க. Here sonolysis ஒரு சவுண்ட் வேவ்ஸ் நம்ம லிக்விட் மீடியத்துல பரிச்சு பண்றப்போ என்ன ஆகும், இப்போ ஒரு வாட்டர்ல நம்ம கேஸ் பாஸ் பண்ணா என்ன ஆகும், வாட்டர் இருக்கு, கேஸ் ஏதோ ஒரு கேஸ், ஆக்சிஜன் கேஸ், நைட்ரஜன் கேஸ், ஏதோ ஒரு கேஸ், இல்ல ஏர் கூட வச்சுக்கோங்க, பாஸ் பண்ணா என்ன ஆகும், பபிள்ஸ் ஃபார்ம் ஆகும், டைனி பபிள்ஸ் ஃபார்ம் ஆகும். கரெக்டா? சோ அதே மாதிரிதான் இங்க என்னது, சவுண்ட் வேவ்ஸ்லயே நம்ம வந்து ஏக்வஸ் மீடியம் வாட்டர்ல பரிச்சு பண்ணா என்ன ஆகும்னா, இட் வில் கிரியேட் ஏ டைனி பபிள்ஸ். These tiny bubbles will grow to a critical size and explode. ஒரு critical size ஃபார்ம் ஆட்ட பிறகு என்ன ஆகும்னா அது எக்ஸ்ப்ளோஷன் நடக்கும். எக்ஸ்ப்ளோஷன் நடக்கிறப்ப என்ன ஆகும்னா it will attack whatever the organic material attached on the surface of the bubble. So அதுதான் வந்து என்ன ஆகுது, இந்த சவுண்ட் வேவ்ஸ் யூஸ் பண்ணியும் நம்ம வந்து என்ன பண்ணலாம், வாட்டர் வந்து ட்ரீட்மெண்ட் பண்ணலான்றதுக்காக தான் இந்த மெத்தட் சோனாலிசிஸ்ன்றது. இதுக்கு முன்னாடி யூஸ் பண்ணது லைட்டை யூஸ் பண்ணி பண்ணோம், இது சவுண்ட் யூஸ் பண்ணி பண்றோம். அதுதான் இந்த பிக்சர்ல இருக்கு. நெக்ஸ்ட். So inside the bubble எவ்வளவு டெம்பரேச்சர் எக்ஸ்ட்ரீம் கண்டிஷன் இருக்குன்னு பாருங்க. இட் இஸ் தி கண்டிஷன் ஆல்மோஸ்ட் ஈக்குவலன்ட் டு தட். ஒரு சூரியன் நடுவுல எவ்வளவு அந்த கிரிட்டிக்கல் டெம்பரேச்சர் இருக்குமோ அந்த அளவுக்கு என்ன இருக்குன்னா அந்த டைனி பபிள்ஸ் உள்ளேயும் இருக்கும். கிட்டத்தட்ட பாத்தீங்கன்னா 5000 கெல்வின் அண்ட் 1000 அட்மாஸ்பியர் கோர்ல. அவுட் சைட்ல பாத்தீங்கன்னா நியர்லி 1900 கெல்வின் இருக்கு. சோ தட் மச் எக்ஸ்ட்ரீம் கிரிட்டிக்கல் கண்டிஷன் வந்து இந்த பபுளுக்குள்ள இருக்கும். சோ அப்ப என்ன ஆகும்னா ஆப்வியஸா அது எக்ஸ்ப்ளோட் ஆகுறப்போ இந்த எக்ஸ்ட்ரீம் டெம்பரேச்சர் பிரஷர் வந்து என்ன ஆகும்னா ஆல் ஆர்கானிக் மாலிகூல்ஸ் வந்து அட்டாக் பண்ணி எல்லாத்தையுமே வந்து என்ன ஆகும், ஈஸியா மாத்திரும். நெக்ஸ்ட். So this is the mechanism. வாட்டர்ல சவுண்ட் வேவ்ஸ் பாஸ் பண்ணா ஹைட்ராக்சில் ராடிக்கல் ஃபார்ம் ஆகுது. ஹைட்ராக்சில் ராடிக்கல் ஃபார்ம் ஆகுறத நம்ம என்ன சொல்றோம், we call it as advanced oxidation process. So sonolysis is a advanced oxidation process. Next we took organization using the sonolysis process degradation purpose. Next, this is the experimental procedure we used for the sonolysis process. You can see the ultrasonic transducer, the reactor setup, the tiny bubble formation. The pollutant is taken in the reactor, passing the ultrasound waves from the bottom. Pass பண்ணா sound waves வரும், அதுக்கு அட்டாக் பண்ணி என்ன பண்ணுவோம், எஸ்பிஎல்ஸ்ல யூஸ் அனலைஸ் பண்ணுவோம், டிகிரேடேஷன் எவ்வளவு நடந்திருக்கு இல்லங்கிறது. நெக்ஸ்ட். சோ இதுல பாத்தீங்கன்னா they have used sound waves வச்சு யூஸ் பண்றப்போ degradation is little bit very very little. Photocatalysis when you use alone it is also similar kind, கொஞ்சமா தான் degradation. When you couple these two process, sonolysis and photocatalysis, if you combine together it will drastically reduce the organic compounds. Next. Okay, I will end up this session. I thank our collaborators, Professor Ashok who introduced sonolysis, Professor Ara, you visited during our visit we took in our university, and others. Next. Thank you for all my collaborators, students, researchers, everyone. Thank you.
శూరప్రద కర్పూర ప్రభ అర్పింతుము శంకరా సర్వం ప్రావృత దర్ప ప్రాభవ విప్ర ప్రేరిత పరా దిక్పూరప్రద కర్పూర ప్రభ అర్పింతుము శంకరా శివ శివ శంకర హర హర శంకర జయ జయ శంకర దిగిరార ప్రియ తాండవ శంకర ప్రకట సర్వప్రావృత దర్ప ప్రాభవ విప్ర ప్రేరిత పరా దిక్పూరప్రద కర్పూర ప్రభ అర్పింతుము శంకరా సర్వప్రావృత దర్ప ప్రాభవ విప్ర ప్రేరిత పరా దిక్పూరప్రద కర్పూర ప్రభ అర్పింతుము శంకరా శివ శివ శంకర హర హర శంకర జయ జయ శంకర దిగిరార ప్రియ తాండవ శంకర ప్రకట శుభంకర ప్రళయ భయంకర దిగిరార శివ శివ శంకర హర హర శంకర జయ జయ శంకర దిగిరార ప్రియ తాండవ శంకర ప్రకట శుభంకర ప్రళయ భయంకర దిగిరార ఓం పరమేశ్వర పర ఓం నిఖిలేశ్వర హర ఓం జీవేశ్వరేశ్వర కనరారా ఓం మంత్రేశ్వర స్వర ఓం యంత్రేశ్వర స్థిర ఓం తంత్రేశ్వర వర నావేరా శివ శివ శంకర హర హర శంకర జయ జయ శంకర దిగిరార ప్రియ తాండవ శంకర ప్రకట శుభంకర ప్రళయ భయంకర దిగిరార సర్వం ప్రావృత దర్ప ప్రాభవ విప్ర ప్రేరిత పరా దిక్పూరప్రద కర్పూర ప్రభ అర్పింతుము శంకరా సర్వం ప్రావృత దర్ప ప్రాభవ విప్ర ప్రేరిత పరా దిక్పూరప్రద కర్పూర ప్రభ అర్పింతుము శంకరా ఆకాశలింగమై ఆవహించరా ఢమ ఢమ ఢమమని డమరుక ధ్వని సలిపి జడదని వదిలించరా శ్రీవాయులింగమై సంచరించరా అణువణువున తన తనువున నిలిచి చలనమే కలిగించరా భస్మం చేసే అసురునే అగ్నిలింగమై ప్రవికారా వరదై ముంచై జలలింగమై ఘోరా వరమై వసమై ప్రబలమౌ భూలింగమై బలమిడరా జగమే నడిపే పంచభూతలింగేశ్వర కరుణించరా శివ శివ శంకర హర హర శంకర జయ జయ శంకర దిగిరార ప్రియ తాండవ శంకర ప్రకట శుభంకర ప్రళయ భయంకర దిగిరార విశ్వేశలింగమై కనికరించరా విధి లిఖితమునిక పరపర పర చరిపి అమృతమి కురిపించరా రామేశలింగమై మహిమ చూపరా పలు శుభములగని అభయముని నిహితము సతతము అందించరా గ్రహణం నిధనం పాపరా కాళహస్తి లింగేశ్వర ప్రాణం నీవై ఆలింగనం మీరా జలలో కొలువై హరహర ఆత్మలింగమై నిలబడరా తుదివై గతివై సర్వజీవలోకేశ్వర రక్షించరా శివ శివ శంకర హర హర శంకర జయ జయ శంకర దిగిరారా ప్రియ తాండవ శంకర ప్రకట శుభంకర ప్రళయ భయంకర దిగిరారా శివ శివ హర హర జయ జయ யோ ஆரம்பியா சீக்கிரம் ஆரம்பிக்க தெரியாம தானே அலமுதிக்கிறதுக்கு அறிவிட்டவனே அமைதி 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 இல்ல சாந்தமா இருங்க ஆரம்பிச்சு எத்தனை சொப்பன உன்னா சேர்த்து ராவ பார்த்து விக்கிறேன்னு இந்த லாத்திரி பார்த்து விக்கிறேன்னு சொல்ல மாட்டேனே இது என்ன பிரமாதம் இது விட பெசலைட் ஒண்ணு இருக்கு கூவுடா இது ரீல் இல்ல ரியல் கொஞ்சமா சொன்னவளே கொஞ்சம் கொஞ்சம் போறிய சின்னவளே அடியே கொஞ்சமா சொன்னவளே கொஞ்சம் கொஞ்சம் போறிய சின்னவளே
பாட்டுனா சும்மா உச்சந்தலையில இருந்து உள்ளங்கால் வரைக்கும் சுருன்னு அப்படியே கரண்ட் பாயணும்
அப்படின்ற
இப்ப நம்ம குத்துல எல்லாம் ஸ்டன் ஆயிடணும் ரெடியா
ரெடி ரெடி
போடுறா பாட்ட
அண்ணா என்னடா ஒன் லாஸ்ட் டான்ஸ் ஓகேடா போடே
திருத்திட போறானே தளபதி கச்சேரி தளபதி கச்சேரி அங்கனா மனபங்கனா வெறித்தனமா வைபாபலாமா கச்சேரி தளபதி கச்சேரி கொடிய பறக்க விட்டு விழுந்து வச்சு கொண்டாடலாமா
நன்றி நன்றி நன்றி. இதை தவிர எனக்கு வேற என்ன சொல்றதுன்னு எனக்கு தெரியலங்க. வர்றேன்.
ராஜமந்திரி ராகமஞ்சரி ஏ அம்மா பேரு அறியாத ஆளு இல்லையே கலைக்கார ஃபேமிலி தானே கச்சேரி பார்த்த தூக்க கலையும் இன்று ராத்திரி
சொக்குலேடி சொப்ன சுந்தரி நீ பாக்கு பார்வ 100 கோடி மல்லி மெத்தடி என் மூச்சு காத்து பத்து கிச்சடி உன்னை பார்த்ததுல மனசுக்குள்ள டிடி தூண்டிலான வலதுக்குள்ள தொட்டா சுத்தி துப்பாக்கிய வெடிக்க வைக்கும் முந்தன் பத்தி அஞ்சாதி எல்லாம் மைக்கி போட்டா உள்ள கொஞ்சம் மடக்கி தட்டு கொஞ்சம் உள்ள மடக்கி தட்டு
கொஞ்சம் சேர்த்து கராசா
என்ன குறைய வச்சு உன்ன நிறைய வச்சு சும்மா அலைய வச்சு என்ன நீ எங்க வச்ச ராசா 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 மன்மத ராசா லேசா 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 ஆகுது லேசா ஏய் ராசா 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 மன்மத ராசா லேசா 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 ஆகுது லேசா வாடி அஞ்சோடி நீதானடி வரசி பாத்துக்கலாம் சம்சாரம் ஆன பின்னி பசிய வீட்டுக்கலாம் அடி பித்தான ஒன்னால வித்திரமே என்ன கொல்லாம கொல்லுறிய நான் தினசாக பிறந்தேனே உனக்காக வளர்ந்தேனே அல்லாம வல்லுறிய ஒதுங்கி போட தள்ளி நம்முள்ளிருக்கும் கல்வி என தொட்டு புட்ட அந்த இங்க குட்டி வந்தன அடுக்கிய சொல்லி அரசை எங்கிட்ட வந்த வல உடனே கட்டிக்கிட 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 எடியே मेरे खाई, तू ही बता जाऊं मैं कहाँ, मुझको दुआ किसकी लगी भाई, आके पधारा हूँ जो यहाँ।
इल्ले फिकर आजा इधर, बीट पे लगा ले तू ठुमका।
1 2 3 4 get on the dance floor.
1 2 3 4
Get on the dance floor. Booty shake, tap on the floor, hardcore. Show it down, hit it, party, hit it, gimme, 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 gimme some more. Sit up, chicken, chicken, varale, varale, varale. Ko muttan, muttan, tarale, varale, varale. Katika kalubu kuttana varale, varale, varale. Usira eduthu vachika varale. Adagiti kola paattu, adigati mela paattu, ava pola inga yaare kaattu. Karvatta koori kaattu, ava vacha vaana vettu, kasavitte naan povene.
என்ன திருவாரூர் பாட்டியில கூப்பிட்டாக, பொன்னமராவதி பாட்டியில கூப்பிட்டாக, அவ்வளவு ஏன் காரக்குடி பாட்டியில கூட கூப்பிட்டாக. அங்கெல்லாம் போகாம என் கிறகம் இந்த கரக கும்பல்ல மாட்டிக்கிட்டேன்.
రానంటూనే చిన్నదో చిన్నదో, రాములరి గుడికొచ్చే చిన్నదో చిన్నదే. రానంటూనే చిన్నదో చిన్నదో, రాములరి గుడికొచ్చే చిన్నదో చిన్నదే. కాదంటూనే కుర్రదో కుర్రదో, కొట్టగానే వచ్చిందే కుర్రదో కుర్రదే. పచ్చి పచ్చి పంటూనే పిల్లదో పిల్లదో, పల్లెట్టుకొచ్చిందే పిల్లదో పిల్లదే. రానంటూనే చిన్నదో చిన్నదో, రాములరి గుడికొచ్చే చిన్నదో చిన్నదే.
மாயண்ணே வந்திருக்காக, மாப்பிள்ள மொக்கச்சாமி வந்திருக்காக, மற்றும் நம் உறவினர்கள்லாம் வந்திருக்காக. வாமா மின்னல்.
ராரா ராரா, குடி எக்க சக்கா எக்க சக்கா எக்க சக்கா.
மலையாளம் தெரியாதா?
Welcome to Great Grigalan Magic Show. அலைகடலான திரண்டு வந்து ஆர்ப்பாட்டமே இல்லாமல் இங்கு அமைதியாக அமர்ந்திருக்கும் என் ரசிக பெருமக்களே, உங்கள் எல்லோருக்கும் என் அன்பார்ந்த முதல் வணக்கம்.
மெஜாரிட்டி கேட்டகரி அது என்னன்னா
மேடின் முட்டு சந்து நான் ஒரு இண்டிபெண்டன்ட் ஆர்டிஸ்ட் என் பாட்டு வெல்கம் டு கிரேட் கிரிகாலன் மேஜிக் ஷோ. அலைகடலான திரண்டு வந்து ஆர்ப்பாட்டமே இல்லாமல் இங்கு அமைதியாக அமர்ந்திருக்கும் என் ரசிக பெருமக்களே, உங்கள் எல்லோருக்கும் என் அன்பார்ந்த முதல் வணக்கம்.
மெஜாரிட்டி கேட்டகரி அது என்னன்னா சுகர் வந்தவன் பக்கவாதம் வந்தவன்லாம் எனக்கு அடியாளி. இவங்களை வச்சு நான் சண்டை செய்யணும்.
வேடிக்கை பார்த்துக்கிட்டு இருக்கீங்களே, வாயில வச்சு ஊத வண்டியானு.
பெரிய பூண்டு எனக்கு உங்கிட்டதான் திறந்து பார்த்த கள்ள சாவி.
கொஞ்சம் தலைமைக்கு கட்டுப்பட்டு அப்படியே இருக்கின்னு இருக்கிறோம். மத்தபடி நாங்க எங்களை அவுத்து விட்டாங்கன்னு வச்சுக்கோ, சிறகு அடிப்போம் நாங்க.
பட்டுக்கோட்டை அம்பாடு உள்ளுக்குள்ளே என்னாடு பொல்லாத சிறுக்கி பொன்னாட்டம் நிறுக்கி பின்னாடி பள்ளம் பறித்தா
சக்கரை அந்த அலைகளை ஆளச் சொல்
அவனே சொல்லிட்டா ஆடாம போனா வெட்டி போடுவான் ஏன்
நனையுது தாஜ்மஹால் கொடையதும் வேணாமா மாயா இருவரும் ஆளுக்கு ஒரு குடையாவும் மேளங்கட்டி வா மாயா நீ இங்கே அடி நீ இங்கே சிறுக்கி மது உசிர உருக்கி கொடுக்க அந்த முரட்டு பயலும் வருவானே
जाने ग्रेची 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 तुम्हारा बेटी அவதானே எனக்கு பொண்டாட்டி கிரேச்சி 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 तुम्हारा बेटी அவதானே எனக்கு பொண்டாட்டி
புரட்சி தலைவர் பொம்மல செம்மா மக்கள் திலகம் டாக்டர் எம்ஜிஆர்.
அதோ அந்த பறவை போல வாழ வேண்டும், இதோ இந்த அலைகள் போல ஆட வேண்டும். ஒரே வானிலே ஒரே மண்ணிலே ஒரே வானிலே ஒரே மண்ணிலே ஒரே கீதம் உரிமை கீதம் பாடுவோம்.
ப்ரோ டான்ஸ்லாம் ரொம்ப கஷ்டம் ப்ரோ.
என்ன பெரிய டான்ஸ்? இப்படி இப்படி தலையாட்டி தானே தமிழ்நாட்டுல பெரிய ஆளா.
மாமா ஓ சொல்றியா மாமா ஓ சொல்றியா மாமா ஓ சொல்றியா மாமா.
Con fuerza muchachos, siga moviendo la manta, movete Martita, movete Martita, movete Martita, movete Martita, movete Martita. A ver, los pibes si me ayudan con esto, ¿qué dice? La Marta se mueve para, se mueve para, se mueve para, se mueve para.
நான் பாக்குற பார்க்காம நீ எங்க போற? நீ பாக்குற எல்லாம் பாக்குற என்ன தவிர. காணாத தெய்வத்தை கண் மூடாம பாக்கிறியே, கண் முன்னே நான் இருந்தும் கடந்து போகிறியே. பார்வை கற்பூர தீபமா, ஸ்ரீவள்ளி பேச்சே கல்யாணி ராகமா. பார்வை கற்பூர தீபமா, ஸ்ரீவள்ளி வாசம் கஸ்தூரி வாசமா. சங்கி மங்கியா நாங்க எப்போதுமே ஐக்குலங்கியா. ஏ தங்கி தங்கி எங்க தங்கியா, நீ தூக்க போட ஃபேன கண்டியா. ஏ காசு பணம் வந்து போண்டா, அட்டையில உன் பொண்ணமோ நாரி போடுண்டா. பொண்டாட்டியோ ஆடி போடுண்டா, பாட்டி அடுத்தவனை தேடி போடுண்டா. ஏ ட்ரிங்கிள் 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 லிட்டில் ஸ்டாரு, நீ இன்னைக்கு செத்தா நாளைக்கு பேரு. ரகளைகள் ஆரம்பம். நீ ஹீரோனா இருந்துட்டு போ, நீதான் ஹீரோ. போட்ட சாங். மைனா மைனா நெஞ்சுக்குள்ள வம்ப பண்ணுற, மைனா மைனா ஹீரோயின் அடிக்கிறீங்க. இப்ப நான் டைரக்டர் இல்ல, கதைப்படி உங்க அப்பனா? ஆமாண்டி, அப்ப முன்னாடியே எவ்வளவு தைரியம் தான் வேற ஒருத்தரோட கூத்தடிப்ப. அப்பா இவரைத்தான் நான் காதலிக்கிறேன், இவரைத்தான் கல்யாணம் பண்ணிக்கிறேன். பெத்த அப்பனுக்கும் காதலனுக்கும் நடுவில் நீ யாரா? நான் தான் உனக்கு தாலி கட்டின புருஷன். அப்போ எனக்கு கல்யாணம் ஆயிடுச்சா? அம்மா 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 எனக்கு பசிக்குமா? அம்மா 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 அப்பா நான் தாயாயிட்டேனா? லவர் நீ என்ன நினைக்கிற? தாடி வளர்ந்த குழந்தைக்கு தாயா இருந்துகிட்டு என் கூட டூயட் பாரியா? அடி சண்டாளி. ஒரு கேடு கேட்ட கேரக்டர் ஊடு கட்டி அடிக்கலாம், வாங்கலாம். சாந்தமான சாமி இல்ல. மனசார வேண்டிட்டு போனா நினைச்சா உடனே நியாயம் கொடுக்கிற முரட்டுத்தனமான சாமி. பரிவட்டம் உச்சியிலே ரசந்தன காப்பும் சக்தியும் சேர தப்பு சடமுடி ரத்தத்தில் ஆட முருடு முள்ளியில் விக்கிரம் கூட ஆளால கருப்பனே. உயிர் வேட்டு நடத்திடவே வெட்டு பறிகிட்டு பறை போட்ட களமிறங்கி சாமி வருது. கொடுத்திய பதறு நடத்திய வச்சு நீதிக்கமாயும் பாதை இறங்கி மண்ணில் வருது. அவையாட்டம் ஆட
கோழி குழம்பா புரியாம நான் பாக்குறேன்.
சமைச்சது சமைச்சது தாண்டா உனக்காக இல போடுறேன்.
ரெக்டர் வச்சு பார்த்தா நீ 10 அத்து குவேக்கு ஒட்டு மொத்தம் உடலாடுதே.
வெற்றி வச்சு போன ஒரு வாட்டர்மெலன் கேக்கு அக்கா வந்தா குளிராகுமே.
கெட் டுகெதர் வேணும் நாம கெட்டு போக.
இந்த டான்ஸ் ஆட முடியுமா உன்னால? நான் கலாய்கிரி ஆட தெரியாதுன்னு. உனக்கு அதான் டான்ஸ்னா எனக்கு இதான் டான்ஸ்.